Let me close this door. And I need to get my little light in the video and all that. All right, y'all. So ain't nobody on here. Oh, got one person. Oh, got two. All right. So hold on, y'all, 1 second. Had to get some on these loops. All right, so let me pull up my little list. Here we go. And South Carolina. Oh, very small list. All right, so let me see here. All right, you guys. So I have y'all just be throwing me for a whole loop when y'all be texting me all this stuff, right? And I'm just a little too sensitive to be receiving these kind of messages, Nori. So thank you, girl. Thank you. So let's do this. What I was about to say. Look, no, she done threw my whole train of thought off. So, okay, today we're gonna be talking about, or I'm gonna show y'all, or y'all gonna watch me try to sell this contract that I got locked up Thursday. Okay, so this is gonna be a lesson and this is gonna be a blessing at the same time. So I locked it up, and like I told you, I said I don't like locking stuff up without having no buyer, right? And so thank the Lord that I did my due diligence and I figured out how to run comps on it because it's a commercial property, right? Don't do it. I don't do nothing with commercial. I've never sold a commercial property, anything. I don't, deal in that arena. And so this year I said, you know what, Mashika, like I told Tashiana and Monique yesterday, they was asking me about mobile homes. And I'm like, I don't do mobile homes. But I said, before the year is out, I said, I'm going to commit to selling one mobile home. And then that'll be that. So, In my journey, I'm this year I'm being able to, go into different niches because I'm expanding my wheelhouse, my knowledge base, things of that nature. So, being a forever student, you'll be exposed to way more and more if you're open to learning more. And so as I learn, you guys learn. And so I had found this particular property. This was a lead that came through Door Openers Plus. And so I asked the guy, I said, hey, do you have commercial buyers? And he's like, no, or whatever. And I tell him, before I told him, asked him, I had already did my due diligence to say, hey, like, how can I find a commercial buyer? I reached out to a person. They referred me to two more people. Had the conversations with it, or didn't have a conversation with one. We played phone tag. Called him yesterday. He said that he haven't even sent it out to his buyers yet. Okay, great. Had a conversation with another girl. Well, that was before. We was playing phone tag before, and I couldn't get in touch with him. Okay, never reached out back to me. Then the other lady, she's a real estate agent, and she's like, yeah, I got plenty of buyers, whatever. So we had probably two more conversations after that. She tell me I got a buyer at 150, right? Country, we got it locked up for 80. She said she got a buyer for 150. Right. So I said, okay, cool. So I get it locked up with the seller Thursday. Send her the paperwork for the JV agreement, all that stuff, and she signed a purchase agreement, right? So, she was like, put my name on the purchase agreement. Okay, got it. So I come back to her, I'm like, I got it locked up. Like I call her after I'm leaving an appointment with the seller, to sign a contract. Not answering the phone, right? Text her and stuff, and then I finally got her on the phone late that afternoon, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna get it sent out to my buyers. What? Buyer, you said you had a buyer. And so if I'm telling you guys that I got a buyer, then that means that as soon as you get that contract signed, we are dispoing it hours later or the next day, depending on how, once the paperwork hits the buyer's inbox, as far as an assignment agreement determines how fast we can move. But as far as me doing what I need to do on my end, as far as the JV, honey, listen, when I tell you, I have literally went to a seller's appointment or whatnot, went to the seller's appointment. Then we had agreed on price. We verbally agreed on price, right? Got to the seller's appointment. This is my first time ever seeing a house. Then lock her up on contract though before I seen it. So get to the house or whatever. I'm like, yeah, this person work. It's not that much work. Also had my buyer send his inspector, because I trust him, send his inspector. He know I ain't had it locked up. Had him send his inspector out. He getting the pictures and stuff like that. Got it. I signed the contract right then with the seller, right? The buyer had already verbally, agreed to say, that's a good price. I think I should work with that. Didn't send him no pictures. Didn't send him nothing. Just, the numbers, what I thought the ARV was, the address, that kind of stuff, right? All right. So that day, I had told him, I said, we ready to go. This is my price and all that. He had already told me what he was willing to pay for. So I said, okay, cool. I sent him the assignment contract that day. He signed it the next day. Okay. So that wasn't even a 24-hour turn. Was it? No, because we did it in the evening, in the afternoon. And he probably signed it that morning. Wasn't even a 24-hour turnaround. So that's how I like to do my deals. I don't like to be sitting over here, pulling my hair out. My 30-day period come up and I ain't sold the deal. So now I got to go ask for more time or figure out what's what. I only been in that situation one time where I had that happen to me. And it's truly because, I didn't know. So I locked up 2 duplexes off of Gunners Fair Road. 1 bedroom. Man, don't y'all do this. Have a buyer, like I tell you, know your buyers this through and through. And that's why I'll tell y'all what questions to ask live when we just did live talking to buyers, right? Hey, Trevea. And so, know your buyers through and through. I did not know that in my buyers list, I didn't have somebody that would be interested in a duplex. They had 1 bedroom. Okay. So most buy and hold investors, they're looking for 2 bedrooms or better. 1 bedrooms are not desirable unless they have an exit strategy where they Airbnb or something like that. So depending on that exit strategy, is going to determine, or depending on what their exit strategy is going to determine what they're going to be willing to buy. Okay, because it has to fit that criteria, and the criteria comes from knowing their exit strategy, knowing what profit they're trying to get, and that kind of thing. Okay, so that was mistake number one, not knowing that I did not have a buyer, or not knowing that one bedrooms was not desirable, and then not having a buyer that wanted one bedrooms, right? So it was a challenge. Boom, obstacle pop up. I'm like, Lord have mercy, what am I gonna do? So I had started sending it out to my buyers list, and I didn't figure this out till I started sending it out to my buyers list. And I'm not getting no responses, nothing, just dead silence. And I know this is a good deal, and I even had renegotiated with the seller or whatever. And I don't, renegotiated with the seller and everything. So I had what happened? Renegotiate with the seller and everything. Send it out to my buyers, didn't hear nothing. So then I'm starting to get a little worried. I'm like, yo, I know this is a good deal. I know I did my numbers right and everything. What's going on? So I started talking around to people. You know, I got these one bedrooms or whatever. People like, one bedroom? What? That? No. I don't know how many people going to be interested in a one bedroom. You know, we got people out here with at minimum families of 3 and 4, you know, and then we got people that got more kids, like 5, 6, and 7 kids. And who's staying in one bedroom? You know, so those are my ideal for like our older class. So like, you know, anybody over 50, you know, no got no kids, you know, may even be single, that kind of thing, or single people who may just be in town to go to school, that kind of thing, right? So that takes your buyer pool way down, because unless they're dealing in that niche, or they want to be just a normal landlord to rent to any and old body, well, most of that rental class is going to fall in that, you know, 2 bedroom or better, right? And nowadays it's done went up to about 3 bedrooms or better. So keep that in mind when you're doing nails. And so, honey, I had to start getting creative. I said, you know what? I'm not stopping here. Honey, I started reaching out to my church people. Say, listen, to anybody in church invest in real estate, I got this. I started reaching out I was literally going down my contact list. I kid y'all not. So lo and behold, the Lord had a ram with the bush. I called this guy, and I'm talking about, when I say everybody, painters, people that do floors, and this is why it's important to network. Painters, people that do flooring, people that, you know, do contract work, people that do lawns, you know, people that I know buy real estate, real estate agents, everybody. So when I say build out your network, I mean every person that has a role to play in real estate, you need to have one of those persons available to your disposal, right? Because you never know who they know, right? And so I said it before, your network determines your net worth. Okay, so if I not had this one specific contact available to me or whatnot, I wouldn't never got the deal sold. I just wouldn't. There's no way around it, because when I say nobody wanted it. So reach out to the guy. He was a painter, and we had a conversation before, because I reached out to him, you know, to see if he wanted to sell his house. I'm trying to wholesale his house. He like, no, you know, but I got a real estate agent. You know, he said to me, I'm like, I don't need no agent. You know, I'm looking to buy your house. That's it. So I asked him, I'm like, you know, well, what are you into or whatever? Because we had started up a conversation. And lo and behold, he told me he was a painter. And, you know, he gave me his business card. And he said, you know, share it out to people, that kind of thing. And I did. So I remember that. I said, and I remember him telling me that he worked for investors. You know, he worked for investors who do, you know, fix and flips and stuff, but he was just a trade guy who just do one specific thing, painting. And so with that, I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, my personal way of doing things. And so when I approach people in the real estate industry, like painters and stuff, I'm approaching them for me, because I know where I want to be in the next couple of months. I want to be an investor. I'm going to be hiring people. I'm going to be hiring contractors, painters, people to do different things I need to be done, whether it's a rental or fix and flip. And so if I know that, then why not make the contact? It's no harm in getting a business card. It's no harm in having a conversation to see what people do and offer as far as services is concerned. So that's what I did. And I said, you know, I just, in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to keep his card. You know, whenever I need some painting done, I'll call him. So, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just call everybody. So I call him, tell him, I said, look, I know you say you work for investors, and I was just wondering if you know anybody. I mean, anybody who would be interested in this. And that's what I was doing with any contact on my phone. Like, do you know somebody? This is what I got. This is the price, that kind of thing. Do you know anybody who will be interested? If you do, get back to me. So I tell him, I give him the spiel. He's like, wow, that's a very good area, but the 1 bedrooms, that's challenging. That's challenging. And so I could tell during the conversation, he was racking his brain to figure out who would be the one. So we talked, he educated me a little bit. And that was really the one who told me, like, yo, like, gave me that in my mind, like, never do this again. Never like a 1 bedroom again, unless you got somebody who know that would do it. So, we talked or whatever. And so by the end of the conversation, we started getting to the end. He's like, you know what? I work for these people, and the lady, she nasty. She got a very bad attitude. He was just talking bad about her. But I'm like, look, I don't know her. And if she want to buy it, that's all I care about. I don't care about building a relationship with her, and if that's the case, I'd rather get to know her myself. So he gave me her contact or whatever. I call her. And then she was like, okay, great. I'll get my partner to reach back out to you. He reaches back out to me. And he's like, yes, I really want this. I want it. So I sent him an assignment contract right then and there. He signs it like literally an hour later. That's a done deal. All right. So this particular one, I did not go on an appointment before because it was around COVID, when COVID first started, and she had tenants in there, and she didn't want me just going in and out unless I was serious about buying it. So it was a lot of objections and obstacles I had to overcome. And that's just the dispo part. We didn't even talk about the acquisition. That's all another story. So with that, I did the same thing I did with the other deal, right? I set up the appointment. I said, look, this is going to be the appointment. It's not going to be a lot of us. And I vetted my buyer. I told him, I said, look, you got to be serious because this is only a one-shot thing. Went, looked, and what happened was, what she told me the condition was, she was out of town. She didn't live locally in Columbia. She lived like a couple cities over or whatnot. She had a property management company that she depended on. So I'm telling y'all, it is gold. If somebody tell you they got a property management company and they out of town, go buy a property for them. Take pictures of the outside. Say, did you know this was the case? Because as soon as we ran up on that property, honey, the roof had damage and stuff. A tree had fell on it. And I don't even know if she had knew about it, but I think they told her that they were supposed to be fixing it and stuff. And so they never fixed it. We go in a place, the flooring had issues. Okay, we walking on the floor was seeping in. So it had subfloor issues, and she didn't mention this over the phone. Why? Because she didn't know. So I'm like, okay, well, this is something and this is important. And I'm, talking to my buyer like, this is the issue here. I see it, that's that. So he come back to me and he wanted to renegotiate me on price. Now, my minimum on this particular deal was $25,000, right? So when he brought me his new offer, I think that brought me down to $5,000. And so I'm like, oh, whoa, this ain't gonna work. But the buyer is going to determine what you'll be able to sell it for, right? So I knew that was my one shot. My one shot was over. This is all I had, okay? It wasn't a plethora of people out here ready to jump on these duplexes. So I said, okay, let's make it work. Let's find the solution, okay? So I went back to my seller. I'm like, Mr. Seller, we get to the property. I don't know if you know or not, but you got some flooring damage in these units, and the subfloors are damaged. It's going to take way more money on the rehab side than we expected. I'm not asking you to repair it or anything of that nature. I'm still interested in buying these properties, but can you be more flexible on the price? Right. And I don't even think I asked her like that because she was like, I can fix it and stuff. And, I'm not going to raise the price or anything. I'm like, no, I don't even need you to fix him. But if you could come down on the price a little bit to justify the rehab, that'd be great. And I don't even know. I can't remember if I told her a price or not, but it ended up being a price I needed to still get about $25,000 back. So we went from $25,000 to down to $5,000. Then back up to 25 because I renegotiated with the seller, but with evidence, okay? So I'm not a fan of renegotiating with the seller. And so that's why if you do lock it up on a contract, make sure you have a contingency on your contract if you didn't go see the property first. But know your numbers because that was only a $25,000 difference. And then you don't want to be coming back to the seller and you try to get them $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 to come off the price. Nah, that ain't. So this was simply because she did not know. She didn't have the information. And once I went and saw it, she was logical enough to say, you know what? I didn't know that, but I'm willing to accommodate you so we can still get this done. And it worked. Okay. So back to the original story. So for her to say that she had a buyer and she didn't really have no buyer just to get on the contract or whatever, that don't fly with me. And so if y'all say like Mashika, let's JV, like Tatiana asked on the live earlier, Mashika, do you got buyers in New York? No, I don't. But I can help you find a buyer. But I needed to be direct to seller when you hold a contract because I'm not doing no daisy chain with nobody. And so with that, for her to tell me that she had a buyer and she didn't, rub me the wrong way. And so I'm gonna call her. I don't know if I even called her yesterday. But it's like you kind of cutting this out where you talk about wanting to do business with somebody and you can't even honor your word or commit to what you say that you're going to do. That's a problem for me. And it should be a problem for you too, you guys, when you're dealing with people and you want to JV on deals. Okay. So please, please, please let this be a lesson. If they're not showing you and you ask them, you like, okay, so you ready for your person to sign an assignment contract today? If they got some kind of excuse or whatever, don't do business with them, and definitely don't put your name in a contract, because if she don't perform and today as I'm calling for you guys I find a buyer, I got to figure out how I'm gonna get her out of the contract because her name is on it, she not signed it. So I'm gonna have to consult an attorney and figure out what to do about that. And again, I did do the JV agreement with her to say this is what she's supposed to do, because if I had that and she dishonored it, then that would help me. But I ain't even do that. Try to be ready, get this stuff done, rushing a little bit, trusting somebody over, trusting their word over the results, okay? Don't trust somebody over their word. Trust them off for what they show you. And if they ain't showing you nothing, what can you trust, right? So me, not no more. She ain't gonna be able to get, nobody ain't gonna be able to get me like that no more. So I'm not letting it bother me as far as like, oh my God, stressing out, no. And I even told the guy with the client from Dora Plus, like, this is the situation. I was honest with him. This is the situation. But just know, I'm going to find a buyer for this. If it's through her or not, I don't know. But I'm going to find one. I'm going to do what I need to do on my end to make sure this deal go through. Because one thing about Mashika, she don't lay down easy. She don't. Obstacle come up, let's play. It's time to play. Let's figure out how to knock this down and keep it moving. So that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, because we can't get caught up in, what's not going right, or if it didn't go according to plan. Don't let that stop you. Keep going. So I'm gonna show you how to keep going today and make it, benefit you in the long run, because you got to have some kind of backup, right? Or make sure it's so sold up that it's no doubt in your mind that this thing gonna go through or not. Because I'm not going back to this seller and saying, look, we can't perform. I'm not doing that. Because I dropped the ball on my end right then and there by agreeing to let her find a buyer, put her on the contract on top of that. And then now she ain't got nothing. So it still falls on me because I don't want to lock it up with the seller. So let's find a buyer. Y'all got any questions before I move on? Y'all let me know. And I got to find my little, let me grab my notebook. And I'm going to say one more thing on that. That falls into not giving yourself a chance or trusting yourself a little bit. But because, I want to collaborate and deal with people, I decided to put myself out there. But I didn't do all I could in the beginning first, which is do what I knew, do what I know best, find the buyer. I just taught y'all how to find buyers yesterday. I should have been the one to do it. Okay? So if I'm going to tell y'all what to do, give y'all advice and guidance, I got to follow my own stuff. That's accountability, right? So here I am, live. Ain't no secrets and closes go live. You get it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, the good, the great, all of it. So here we go. So far, I'm going to just say so far. So like I said, I don't know commercials. So what I did was, I think, Monday, what's today, Wednesday? Yeah, Monday, I called zoning. And I said, listen, please tell me about this property. Because one thing for sure, I don't know commercial And so I got to figure out how to market it. You know, who do I need to go through as far as a niche is concerned? And when I give them the property details, I can put in what they can do with the property, right? So it's all about selling. You got to sell the property. So what selling points do I need to add into my email or to my conversation or my text with these people? And so I called zoning, and she told me, you know, what the zoning code meant. And so she said it's zone for OI, which means it's just zone for like office space, and so a doctor's office or something like that. And then she said, but come July, they're going to rezone it to MU1, which is like industrial. And then you can, you know, do stuff like a gas station, a government office, a daycare, a school, funeral home, all kind of stuff. So it opens the ability up for, you know, whoever buys it to do multiple things. And so ding, 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 light bulb went off. I should be able to sell this with no problem because of all the stuff that's, you know, available as far as like development on this particular property. Okay. So far, this is what I did so far. I went on Zillow and I looked at the souls, you know, close by on that same road. Okay. Because with commercial, if I don't have, because with Zillow, you can't really see commercial sales, so to speak. Okay. And so you can't, they don't have a filter on there where you can just click it and boom, it pop up. No. So LoopNet though is where most of the commercial sales take place. So first off, I went to LoopNet, and this is how I come there. I come to Dr. LoopNet, and I was able to figure out what the price is. So the price doesn't worry me because I know we got it on a good price because I found one comp recently. Like she literally sold it probably 2 days before I called her, and it was for $68,000 for 0.51 acres. Mine's is about one and some change. He only want 40,000. He only want 80,000. That's about 40,000 per lot. Well, at minimum, if we could sell it for 68,000, excuse me, if we could sell one for both of them $68,000 a piece, well, we make at least 20,000 per lot. And so with that, I wasn't worried about the price. I knew I did my numbers right. It was just a matter of finding a buyer. And so call zoning told me that. So I said, okay, well, those are some selling points there. So if I could tell them like, hey, you can use it for this, that, and the third, they'll feel more confident in making the decision to purchase it. So that's what I did. And so I was like, okay, well, what about buyers? So I went on Zillow, and I looked at the properties that had sold on that same strip, on the same road, both sides. And I tried to, I didn't try to, but I found out who the owners was, tried to skip trace them and get in touch with them. I was able to get in contact with, I think, one, and I'm gonna call her back right now live and see if she's interested in it. And then I sent an email. I think I already talked to 2 people about it. I sent the email to Lexington Medical Center, okay? Hospital here in Columbia. Because I saw something very interesting. I'm like, Lexington Medical Center just bought this property. And I know how to work register deeds, right? So I'm looking, I said, I want to know who signed for it. And sure and behold, the CEO of Lexington Medical Center signed for it. So then I did a little Google search. I said, okay, Lexington Medical Center corporate. All right. And that really came up. And then I think I put something in, but I can't remember. So then I run up on one little site, and it say like all their, you know, top people in there. So lo and behold, here go the little CEO email. So I opened it up, and I copy and paste the email, and I sent him an email, let him know, like, look, I seen that you bought a property recently here on the same road, and then I was just wondering if you you know, were interested in buying any more. The CEO of Lexington Medical Center, y'all. So he hasn't responded yet, and they didn't have a phone number listed, because if they had a phone number listed, I would have been calling, but they only had the email. And so if I don't hear from them probably by Thursday, I'll send another email. Okay. And so waiting to hear back from him. And then I called, I found this other person who bought land. It seemed like a sister and a brother, or either a wife and a husband is buying land, multiple pieces on that lot, that road. So I tried to skip trace the lady, then no phone numbers came back. And then I tried to skip trace the husband, no numbers came back. The husband or the brother, no numbers came back. But then another number came back for the lady with the same name, and it said that it was that possible relative. So I reached out to her. I said she got to know him, so she knew the man. So this can be one of two things. This is the man's daughter or the man's wife. I ain't asked all that because she didn't know who it was. But I called her and she said, okay, I'll pass the message along. I ain't hear back from her. So I'm gonna call her back and see what's the word on that. And then, like I said, I reached out to the CEO of Lexington Medical Center. So I'm waiting to hear back from him. So right now, that's another thing I thought, because Lexington Medical Center has been expanding. If you in Columbia, you know that every time you turn around, they done popped up a new hospital, a new urgent care or something. And so I'm thinking commercial, because this is one of my goals, right? You know, before I end my real estate career, I want to be able to at least to sell land to some big box store. That could be McDonald's, that could be Target, Walmart, whatever. I want to figure out how to do it, because I know it's a way to do it, and I know they'll be willing to buy it. And especially Chick-fil-A, because they just keep throwing up locations. So that's one of my main goals. So if I can say this to Lexington Medical Center, then check to go right on off. Let me do the other one. Then check to go right on off. So let's see how this goes. So I thought about reaching out to like other hospitals in the area. I need to reach out to the storage facility down there. So I think I'm gonna do that. Let me write this down while I'm talking to y'all. Write me a little note. And I don't even think I had grab the pen, so let me do that. So the way you want to do it is you start on the road first. You see who bought something recently. Now, if you look at the details of the property and these people are living in it, then they just a normal buyer. But if it's an absentee owner address, then that means that they might be an investor, so reach out to them. Okay, so I'm gonna call the storage facility that's down the road. I need to call the lady back that I told you I got in touch with. And then I want to reach out to other major businesses around, because I'm gonna show y'all the map. this y'all get in my head a little bit. I can show y'all my thought process on everything. So let's see here. Let me look at my history and stuff. All right, let me just do it like that. All right, where we at? Let me put in the souls. Okay, here we go. All right. All right, I'm where I want to be. So what was I on? Because it's not showing me what I want to see. It showed me out of the satellite. Let me do street. Yeah, it's not showing me all that I wanted to. Oh, maybe because I did the street view. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I got it up. So I'm going to share my screen. But it ain't even let me. Okay, I think this is where I was. No. Maybe I was just looking at the regular Google. So let me see that for a second. I couldn't have did it like that though. Let me go back. Oh, okay. All right. How do I move this out of the way? You know what? I still on what? No. Oh, yes, I am. Okay. Yes, this is what I want. All right, let me share my screen. Y'all still with me? Yeah, let me know. Daddy. What you got, Diana? Dad, pull up. Yeah, pull up. Can't make it. Don't work it, baby. You don't need to work it. All right. So this is Raven Road. The property is farther down Raven Road. So when I did my search, I seen that we're not doing this. I seen that one of the church had bought something. So that was interesting. I'm like, okay, well maybe they're not gonna want something else, but I need to call them anyway just to see, because you just never know. They may want to park a lot. So here you see Wells Fargo, Carolina Pulmonary, a dentist's office, Wendy's, and I want to say Lexington to Medical already had one, but I think I only seen it once I found out who bought it. I think that's what it was. I found out who bought it because it was just a normal piece of land, but it was somewhere up in here. So we got a dentist's office, a regular office, Palmetto Primary, all this stuff. We got gas stations, everything. So I could reach out to BP. I could try to find a corporate number for BP. I could reach out to I want to reach out to the banks because I ain't never seen no bank on the same lot. But I could reach out to these businesses. I could reach out to the plasma place. Let me go down. These businesses, the church, but the actual land is closer this way. Right here. You see what it's extra? The Spring Valley storage right here. So the land sits across from it. So I see an extra space storage here, so I can call them. I can call the Spring Valley storage and all that. They got laundromat. I can call all these people and see if they'd be interested in selling and buying it. Got another gas station right down the street. I can call a competitor gas station like a Circle K and say, hey, I got this land. Y'all want to buy it? Got the Midas and all here and all that. So it's a lot of commercial stuff around on Raven Road. It's just a matter of figuring out who will want to buy this particular property. So I'm gonna start with this place right here though. These storage people right here, Spring Valley Storage. So I'm gonna call them right quick. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Hello, yes, I'm calling. My name is Mashika Johnson. I'm calling because I'm looking to sell a piece of commercial property right down the street from you guys, and I was wondering who would I speak to in regards to that purchase.
What do you mean?
So I have a piece of commercial property that's down the street from you guys, and I'm looking to sell it to someone, who may be interested in buying commercial property at this time. And so I reached out to you guys because it's nearby, and I was wondering if you guys would be interested in expanding storage facilities like down the road a little bit.
Where is it?
The address of it is, hold on one second.
Was there like a modular home on there way back?
I believe so. Maybe a mobile home or a abandoned home.
Okay. And who are you selling it for?
I'm actually partnering with somebody, and so we are looking to sell it for the owner. So we're not the actual owners of it. We're just looking to sell it for them. And so we don't charge them a commission or anything. We're not agents. And so we just deal with a lot of property owners who are looking to sell their property.
Okay. Does the church own it?
No, church doesn't own it. An individual owns it. So I know a church just bought land. I think either on the left side or the right side of it. But a church has just bought some land there.
Because the vacant land is a little house right across the street. From my house at 241 Raven Road. At Spring Valley Storage. Right across the street is like a little house.
Okay, let me pull up the GIS mapper right quick. Hold on. All right. Or actually, I could do one better. Let me do the street view. Okay, so if you look, so it's a house. Hold on. Let me turn it around. All right, so your storage facility is there, and then it's a house on your left, right? Or is it on your right?
It's a house to the left of the house directly across the street.
Okay, so we're going across the street now. So it's a house. Let me see. It's a house, and this house is kind of, it's white, got like white siding and all that.
That's on the other side of the road.
Right. So on the other side of the road is where this lot is. It's like directly across, like almost kind of like a diagonal of where the storage facility is located, but like right across the street is where it is.
Okay, you're not really telling me. I mean, there's a house directly across the street from my house.
Yes.
Directly across the street. Is it on the left or the right of that?
It is on the left of that. So if you're coming down River Road.
Okay, so there used to be a house in there, and they knocked it down, and there was a mobile home in the back of it.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, yeah, we wouldn't be interested in that land. There's a lot of wetlands on it.
Okay. Now is it the flood zones that concerns you, or just the
flood zone also?
Got it. Okay. Alrighty then.
All right.
Do you know? Do you by chance know anybody who would be interested in it?
No, that place has been for sale for 20 years.
All right then. Well, I appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye. All right, so no go on that one. So let's keep it moving. Let's see. So he said no, and that was spring left to it. I hope I was telling him the right one because I don't know no direction. Then when you're looking at a map, it be backwards. So I hope I was telling him the right direction. All right, let me see. Who I said I was gonna call next, y'all. Let me pull this back up. So what I'm gonna do is call the Extra Space Storage and see if they'll be willing to buy it. Because it's right across the street from here. So how is it the flood zone? If you literally right directly across the street, that means you're in the flood zone too.
Thank you for calling Extra Space Storage. Para español, oprima estrella. If you are calling about renting a storage space or would like to check our rates and availability, please press 1. For your account balance or to make a payment, please press 2. If you already made a reservation and have questions or want to make a change, please press 3. For information about options, please press 4. For all other questions, please press 5. To expedite your call and ensure access to your account information, please enter the 10-digit telephone number associated with your Extra Space account. If you do not have an account or do not know the telephone number associated with your account, please press 0 to be connected with a general service representative. I'm sorry, I did not get that. Let's try again. To expedite your call and ensure access to your... Please remain on the line while we transfer you to your local storage expert. Thank you for calling Extra Space Storage. Anika speaking. Who got the pleasure of speaking with?
Hey, my name is Mashika. I was wondering if y'all have like a corporate phone number that I can call.
Actually, ma'am, we don't have the corporate phone number here in the building. Is there anything I can assist you with?
You may be able to. I'm looking to speak to anybody who makes decisions for the company. So, like when I say decisions, I mean like somebody. If I had a piece of land that I wanted to sell, so that you guys can put another extra space storage there. I want to talk to somebody who would be in charge of making that kind of decision.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. Just perhaps give me your phone number, and what I can do, I can send this off to my district manager. I'm sure he'll get back to you pronto on that. I can send that to my district manager, and we can go from there.
Okay, it's 803 200
Yes, ma'am.
2680.
26. And what is your name again?
Mashika Johnson.
Can you spell that first name for me?
Mashika.
Johnson. Okay.
So I'll go ahead and send this over to him, and he'll give you a call back, and I'll let him know what is concerning.
Okay. How long should I expect to hear from him?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Because he's usually out traveling to different districts.
Yes.
So I don't want to give you a definite answer.
Okay, but would you say 24 hours or longer than that?
Yeah. Let's go with 24 hours. To be on the safe side with that.
Okay.
And go from there.
All right.
Yes, ma'am, but I'm definitely going to send this up right now for you.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. So I found a corporate number. It said that corporate headquarters is in Utah. So I'm gonna just try to call them.
Thank you for calling Extra Space Management. If you are a customer, press 1. If you would like to rent a storage unit, press 2. To use our company directory, press 3. For further assistance, press 4. Extra Space Management.
Hello. Yes, I'm calling to speak to someone who makes decisions, about starting a new storage space.
What in particular?
So I'm looking to sell a piece of commercial land, and I was wondering if you guys would be interested in buying it.
Okay, one moment, please.
All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 858-729-4059 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, my name is Mashika Johnson. I'm a real estate investor here in Columbia, South Carolina. I was calling because I have a piece of commercial land that I'm looking to sell on Raven Road, and I noticed that you guys have a facility there already. And so I wanted to reach out to see if you guys would possibly be interested in buying it. So could you please give me a call at 803-200-2680? And so that we can, see if we can work something out. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. If y'all don't know by that call, how bad I suck at voicemails, like I'm the worst person when it comes to voicemails. I hate leaving them. I rather just text you because I always sound like a little TT on the voicemail. So, but I did it. Who is that? My mother-in-law, she would be proud of me. She tell me all the time. She said, she can leave on people voicemails, but I don't want to. So, moving right along. Let me put my little thing back up. So I called them and I called corporate. All right. So, I went too far. All right. So it's a Korean church across the street. Now I hope they can speak a little bit of English. They don't have no phone number though. And it's another Korean church down the street, and they do have a phone number. So let me try to reach them, and hopefully somebody speak English. But you don't know until you try. So I'm gonna give it a try.
The Magic Jack customer you have called is unavailable to...
Oh, Magic Jack. All right, let me see. Come down the road a little bit. So now what I'm looking at is trying to see what kind of businesses are here and what kind of businesses are not. Because it's a daycare here. But I think it's a Sunshine House already across the street. So you want to call major corporations that that have chains already, and then kind of go from there. So this one, I'm going to really have to just think outside the box on this one. And I also need to call Zonin again, because that's another thing. She did bring up when I called her, she was like, don't you know that it's water back there? And I'm like, Okay, yeah, I see it on the map, but that may pose a problem because if it rains and the little river or whatever floods, then that kind of hurts the situation. So I may have to call and ask about wetlands today and just see what's what. But it's a real estate agent right here, so maybe I'll call them and see if they got some buyers. Y'all pay attention to this call. It's gonna be important.
Hello, this is Adrian.
Hey, Adrian. My name is Mashika. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. So I'm looking for an investor-friendly agent. Do you work with investors a lot? Real estate investors?
I don't have a lot of investors. However, my broker does. So when I work with my investors, I kind of work with her with them.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you're looking for.
Okay, so I have a commercial property I'm trying to sell on Raven Road. It's off market. And so I'm looking for a commercial buyer. Now, I don't have a lot of commercial buyer contacts, and so that's why I'm trying to partner with anybody who do and get this deal sold for the seller. So I'm looking for anybody who has a network of commercial buyers that may know of one of their buyers that want to buy something on Raven Road.
On Raven Road, I just had someone ask about. I actually do. Where is it located on Raven Road? I'm not sure. I don't think he's ready right now, though. That's the thing.
Okay, got it.
I know he does. He is, and he wanted it on Raven Road. Is that area like a? I'm trying to think of. Can you explain? Is it a building?
No, it's vacant land, so it's not.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Listen, we're gonna have to make this work now, Adrian.
That is wow! It's so crazy you called me.
Yeah.
I just talked to him about that land.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, so it's right there. And then the storage, so you got Spring Valley right across the street from it. Spring Valley Storage is right across the street. And then I think it's some houses in between, but it's commercial. And so the zoning for it is like for an office space right now. But come July, they're finna change the zoning over there and rezone it to MU1, and he could do whatever, pretty much whatever he want, like a daycare, storage facility, office space, corporate office, whatever he wants there. Come July. So I like it because of the, flexibility he has. He can put a parking lot there, whatever. So it's a lot of flexibility with it come July. I'm just trying to find somebody who will be interested in it because, like I said, I don't have no commercial contacts whatsoever. Like, yes.
Let me but I know he's not ready right now.
Okay. What's keeping him from being ready? Because maybe I could pull out a resource on my end to help him be ready.
He's well actually he has some things lined up.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was talking about and I don't know if this is because the space that you're talking about seems to be kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
And so the space that he's talking about on Raven Road, it has to be a little bit bigger because he's saying that he wants to build a little gym.
It's big enough for a gym because it's over an acre. So I think it's like 1 point. I'll tell you exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hold on, let me tell you.
It might be the space that he's talking about.
Listen, if this space, we're gonna have to make this work now, Adrian. Let's see.
Listen, how much is he selling it for?
So I want to sell it for $150. So if he could do $150, I'm happy. Now, if he wants to submit an offer, I'm open to offers as well. And so this particular lot is 1.25 acres.
1.25 acres.
Mm-hmm. And then it's cleared off. and it has the sewer and electrical hookup, so that's all good. He just got to build something there.
That might be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta come look at it.
Okay.
And see if that is if that's where he's talking about.
Okay. Do that.
I'm gonna ride over there in probably about an hour. What's your name?
Mashika.
Oh, Mashika.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm gonna call you back.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride over there. I'm gonna video him, see if that's the space that he's been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna call you back. Okay.
All right, sounds good. And if it's not, still call me back and let me know, because I may still be able to work something out with another piece of land. So let me know.
Got it. Okay.
All righty.
Cool.
Thank you, Adrian.
All right.
I look forward to hearing from you now.
I know that's right. Yeah.
All right. Bye. All right, now, guy. Let me see what you can do now, guy. I done did my piece. So there may be something right there. And I don't believe in coincidence. So if it's the same piece of land, then we're gonna see how we can get Mr. Buyer able to purchase it. That's what we're gonna see. So let me save her number, that way when she call back, I'll know. All right, so got that, and moving right along. We don't stop there. We about to keep it going. And so I think, because that's what I need to pull right now. Right now. And I'm just about to start hitting my agents, because y'all better not sleep on agents. Like, y'all heard what I asked her? Are you investor friendly? And then, depending on what she says, depends on if I hang up or not. Not just hang up and say, okay, well, I'm looking for somebody who, speaks investor language. And then, kind of go from there. All right. So fingers crossed on that one. Hopefully that'll be something good. I am looking for this little tab. Oh, right here. This how? Am I put it on this one? There we go. Boom. All right, so right now I'm just gonna call real estate agents and see if we got a mover and shaker of a real estate agent. They got some stuff going on. Got Abbeville. Let me see Columbia. Abbeville. We got Aiken. I'm gonna start with Columbia first, and then we'll branch out. I got another piece of land though that's commercial, but I don't know if it's a building or not. And in Bluffton that I saw, and possibly my hope is that as I call around and put bugs in people's ear, I may find one buyer for that one too. And that's a whole nother deal done. All right, I see Columbia now. Oh, I'm gonna skip so many. Just do this right here. There's so many agents. Goodness. But that's, hey, more opportunities available right there. So as I, like this year, I'm being very intentional about working on my network. So when I tell y'all, I can send y'all to such and such person, just know I got somebody for something. Cause the more people you have in your network, the more problems you solve. And the more money you can make. So that's why I'm expanding my wheelhouse as far as what I sell and what I don't sell, what I touch or what I don't touch. Because, in that aspect, I'm not leaving no money on the table. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So that's Clover. And I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. It's earlier than our usual time, so I'm going to let y'all off tonight because I'm supposed to be going to a North Carolina meetup. But I thought I was in Charlotte, which is only like an hour from me. And kind of find out, I think it's in Mint Hill. And that's 2 hours or some change. So I'm like, I don't know, honey. We just came back from Alabama doing all that driving. So I may go, I may not. But I wanted to make sure y'all had some value today. Like I commit to y'all throughout the week. And so here I am. And for those who couldn't make it live, I appreciate you for watching the replay. Alright, so here we go. I finally got to Columbia. So let me get to Kyla. Y'all ready? Hello, yes. I'm calling to speak to, I'm an investor here in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm calling to speak to an agent that, deals with a lot of investors.
Sure. Let's see here. Give me a second.
Okay. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
That's good. I have one, Donna Brown.
Donna Brown. What's Donna's phone number?
803 729 5890.
So that's 803-729-5890.
Correct.
All right.
Okay.
And then you was about to mention somebody else too, or no?
No, I was just looking to see.
Okay.
For one of the agents.
Got it. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and reach out to Donna. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You've reached Donna Brown. Please text me or leave me a message. I will get back to you shortly. Thank you. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey Donna, my name is Mashika. I'm a real estate investor here in Columbia, and I have a piece of commercial property that I'm looking to sell off market. And I was wondering if you had any commercial buyers on your end that would be looking for anything on Raven Road. If you do, please give me a call back at 803-200-2680. Again, that's 803-200-2680. And even if you don't have any commercial buyers, I would still like to connect with you and see if we can develop a beneficial relationship to help each other reach our goals this year. So I would still love to have a conversation with you. So again, my name is Mashika, and you can reach me at 803-200-2680. Thank you and have a great day. The more voicemails you leave, the better you get, huh? So that's that. And then I'll probably text her later. So like a voicemail. All right. And then next phone number. All right.
Thank you for calling Abraham Stanley Realtors. We are excited you called and cannot wait to exceed your expectations. We are currently serving.
Bae. All right. So no answer there. So let's do the next one.
Hello, Williams. This is Taylor.
Hey, Taylor, I'm looking for, is this, I just want to make sure I'm in the right place. I'm looking for agents, real estate agents.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this Keller Williams? Okay, I'm looking for any agents that you have that may work with a lot of investors.
Alrighty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take down your information and pass it along to our leader so that she can
Great. And also, to add to that, just when you do the note, can you make sure that you let them know that I'm looking to sell a commercial property off market?
Okay.
All right.
So you're looking for investment property?
No, I'm looking to sell one. So I'm looking to connect with
sell
anybody. Yeah, I'm looking to connect with anybody who may have buyers for commercial properties.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I will let you know. So much.
All right. Did you need my name and number?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go ahead and spell your first name.
M as in Mary, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, H as in Harry, I as in Igloo, K as in Kite, A as in Apple. So that's Mashika. Last name Johnson.
Alrighty. And your phone number?
803-200-2680.
Alrighty.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, thank you. Yeah, see, I gotta be on top of people. She wasn't even gonna take my information down for the people to call me. But I got her back.
Keller Williams, Columbia. How may I help you?
Hello, I'm calling to speak with any real estate agent that is investor friendly or that works with a lot of investors.
Oh, I don't. I can forward you to somebody.
Okay.
I know a few teams that we have here.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you about what I'm trying to do, and maybe that'll help you a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm looking to sell a commercial property off market, and I'm trying to connect with anybody that may have commercial buyers that they work with.
Okay. I'll transfer you to the Downing team.
Okay.
I'll transfer you to Brent Downing, okay?
Brent Downing, got it.
Brent Downing. I'll transfer you over to him.
Okay.
Hold on, let's pick up from Yuri.
Okay.
Hi, this is Brent Downing with the Downing Group at Keller Williams, Columbia. Sorry I missed your call. Please leave a message at the beep, and I'll be glad to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye-bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Brent, my name is Mashika. I'm a real estate investor here in Columbia, and I'm looking to sell a commercial property off market. And so I'm trying to connect with anybody that may have commercial buyers that's looking for something on Raven Road. So if you could please give me a call back at 803-200-2680. Again, that's 803-200-2680. Thank you. Have a great one. Moving right along. I want to remember what okay, so the next one is here.
Hey, this is Thomas with the Next Home. I'm sorry that I missed your call. Please leave a message and I'll call you back as soon as possible. Thanks so much.
Hey Thomas, my name is Mashika. I'm looking to partner with someone who may have a buyer that's interested in commercial property on Raven Road. I have one that I'm looking to sell. So if you would like more details, please give me a call back at 803-200-2680. Again, that's 803-200-2680. Thank you and have a great day. Like today's next problem.
This mailbox is not currently accepting messages because...
All right. Nothing there.
Thanks for calling Redfin. We're either helping other Redfin customers or away from...
No, don't go. Oh Lord, what did I just do? I just started it all over again. I don't even know how to get it back. Okay, it's loading. Okay, maybe I just need to go to the next one then. If you're gonna be like that, a little list. Who is that saying hey? Hey, Tara. Nice to have you in the building, Tara. So, girl, so far, we had something good. We did. I talked to the agent. She's a real estate agent here. And I told her about the property and stuff. And she's like, I just talked to a guy who wants to buy out there. And so she's gonna ride out there in a few minutes and video chat the guy about the property, and then come back and talk to me about it. Please tell me y'all still on her, because that thing talking about some Google Chrome is not responding. Let me see. Okay, I think that's still on her. But yeah, so she okay, yeah. So she said that she was going out there in an hour. She's gonna video chat the guy, see if that's the property that he was talking about. But she said he wasn't ready, and so hopefully we can find, if it's financing, we can figure something out on that. But we'll see, because she said that he was looking to build a gym, which is awesome because he can build that there. And so, hopefully that pans out. And then I called like the storage place that's across the street. They didn't want it, and they told me that it was a wetland and that it was in the flood zone. But I'm like, okay, if you're right across the street, then that means that you are in the flood zone too, because it don't just stop on one side of the road. So, we'll see. Once we get more people's eyes on it and stuff, we'll see what's possible with this and what's not, and then determine what we need to do next. But so far, I've talked to Spring Valley Storage, Extra Space Storage. I talked to that real estate agent. I didn't talk to nobody else. I just left voicemails for like 3 other agents. And so I'm working through the list to see if I can get anywhere, and then go from there. So I'm finna switch gears a little bit because I lost some place on my other list, and it's a big list. So I'm not finna sit here and fool with that. So I'm gonna start on this list and see if we can get anything with this one. And it's a short list. So after I finish out this list, we're gonna take a little break, and I might be a little done because I think that'll be at the 2-hour mark, and then we can pick it up tomorrow. Depending on what I gotta do tomorrow. If nothing pans out today, I'm gonna say that. If Adrian don't call me back today and say that man is interested in the land, we'll pick it up tomorrow. But if Adrian calls me, then ain't nothing to pick up. We just need to get some paperwork signed.
You've reached the voicemail box of Brad Blevins. If you would please leave me a message, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Brad, this is Mashika. I was reaching out to see if you had any interest in buying some commercial property. And if not, I would still love to have a conversation with you to see, what kind of property you're looking to buy this year and see if I can bring you some deals your way. So please give me a call back at 803-200-2680. Again, that's 803-200-2680. Thanks and have a great day. Everybody must be on lunch, honey. They're like, I gotta eat this food in peace. I think that was Denise talking to me either yesterday or the day before. She like, Mashika, I started calling around 12 and the people weren't answering the phone no more. I said they eating and they sleeping because that lunch was heavy. Hello, Elliot. My name is Mashika. How are you doing today?
Good. Who am I speaking with?
Mashika.
Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. So you don't know me. I don't know you. But I noticed that you were a part of Home Investors here in South Carolina. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to Elliot to see if he would by chance be interested in buying any commercial property. Do you invest in commercial property at all?
I do. What do you got?
I got something on Rabin Road for you.
Which road is it?
Rabin. Storage. And then down the street, like all through Raven Road, you got like daycares, churches, doctor's office, dentist's office. You got other like private storage units that are on there. And then you have like some houses kind of down the road here and there. But the zoning on it is OI. And then come July, they're going to do a corporate rezoning, through the county, and they're going to change it to MU1, which opens you up to doing like gas stations and parking lots and, daycares or churches or whatever you have you.
Do me a favor. Can you text me the details on it? And,
you said text you the what on it? I'm sorry.
Text me the details on it in a text message.
Mm-hmm.
Like the address and what you want for it. And then we'll reconnect here a little later.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Thank you for taking my call, Ellie. I look forward to hearing from you.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right now. So that might be something right there, Terry, if you're still with me. So let's see. Let me go ahead and text them. All right, let's see where that go, Terry. All right, so moving right along. And I need to hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to make a call to another wholesaler. This is how you network. So let me call him. Cause I've been pushing him aside, but honey, my money is on the table. We ain't got time.
Hello?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good, Jeff. Why do I have another number saved for you?
Another number?
Yes. Isn't this?
216?
Huh?
Is it a 216 number?
Let me see. Cause isn't this my Jeff in Ohio?
Yeah.
Child. I'm like, where Jeff get his number from? No, Jeff. Hold on. I might be tripping. Yes, I am tripping because this is definitely the number I got you saved under. It was just when you sent me the 954 number, I'm like, why did that catch me off guard a little bit? I don't know. But yeah, so sorry it took so long to get me on the phone, but I'm interested. And so this is the kind of situation that I am in. So I have a
Let me finish this meeting really quickly, and then I'm gonna call you when I'm in my car.
Okay, do that. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Bye. All right, so he gonna call me back. And then that's the one I was telling y'all about in Bluffton. So if who did I just talk to? If Elliot is interested in buying commercial in Bluffton, then that's 2 deals that I could sell to him. All right, so let me call another buyer while Jeff do what he gotta do.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box.
What? Let me make sure I put out the right number. Yeah, I did. Okay, move right along.
It's Matt.
Hey, Matt. My name is Mashika. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So do you buy? I noticed that you're a part of HomeVestors. Do you buy commercial property at all?
Sometimes. Just depends what it is.
Okay, so this one is in an actual building. It's land. So it's vacant land. It's zoned for OI, so office, and it's in Columbia. Do you buy in Columbia?
I don't, but you know what? I can give you one of my, like another home investor that runs in Columbia. I can give you his information.
That would be great. What's his name?
His name is Jonathan Dunnigan, and that's Dunagan.
So DUA.
His phone. I'm sorry, Dunagan. Dunnigan.
Dunnigan. Jonathan Dunnigan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his phone number is 706
Mm-hmm.
231
Mm-hmm.
4914, and you can tell him that I gave you. My name is Matt Gaylord.
Okay.
You can tell him that I gave you his number.
Awesome. That'll work out. And then one last question before I let you go. Do you would you buy in Bluffton? Commercial property in Bluffton?
So it's kind of I'm not sure what the territory specifies for that, because Bluffton's kind of like Buford area.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's tied into I don't know if that's tied into the Savannah group.
Gotcha.
We're pretty much locked into Charleston, Dorchester County, Berkeley County, Charleston County. We go out to St. Stephen's and Monk's Corner and all that, but once you start getting an hour and a half out, I think that actually gets into somebody else's territory.
Gotcha. Okay, so with HomeVestors, y'all pretty much over a certain area, and y'all really can't go anything past that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So the way HomeVestors works is it's franchises. Each franchise is dedicated to a certain area. So Charleston has franchises. Columbia has franchises. Greenville has franchises. So it really depends on where the property is, that's who you'd want to talk to.
Got
So
it.
the best way to do that is to call like the corporate number,
Mm-hmm.
and they can kind of direct you that way.
Okay.
I don't have the corporate number, but you can probably find it on the internet.
Okay. All right.
But that's usually how it rolls. But if you have anything in like the Tri-County area, give me a call.
Okay, sounds good. Now, do you have preferences of what you buy? So, like, do you pretty much entertain single family, condos, land, everything, or do you like to stay in a kind of certain parameter when it comes to property type?
Yeah, I mean that's a good question. If we had our druthers, we usually work with single family homes. Like our personal business, we do single family homes, mostly residential stuff. Multi-families, townhouses, and single family homes. We haven't really gotten into the corporate side of things yet, but we never say no to anything. We'll always look at something.
Right.
So yeah, if you have anything in the area, then why don't I give you? So I actually handle the other side of the business. I can give you my business partner's number.
Yeah.
He handles all the buying side.
Okay.
His name's Sean McMullen.
Okay. Sean
And
McMullen.
his phone number is, let me give you his correct number, is 843
Mm-hmm.
790
Mm-hmm.
3789.
Okay. All righty. So I'll reach out to him to get, a better idea of y'all criteria because I do a lot of marketing around South Carolina. So I don't, kind of put myself in a box. And so I like to serve other investors, in South Carolina and bring them deals, as I can. So I would love to do business with you in the future for sure.
Absolutely. We're always looking to people to partner up with. So
Okay.
yeah, Sean handles all that stuff, so he can definitely give you more of our criteria. But
Okay.
yeah, we really appreciate the phone call.
All right. No problem, man. I appreciate the time. You enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you as well, man.
All right. Okay. So got him. And then I'm gonna call his partner. Let me just go ahead and do it if I forget, honey. Oh, and I gotta call the other guy he gave me. So I'm gonna work on that. What you got?
Hello, this is Sean.
Hey, Sean. My name is Mashika. I just got off the phone with your partner, Matthew.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
Good. So he told me that you handle the side of the business as far as just acquisitions is concerned. And so I was asking him about you guys' criteria, and he told me that you guys are open to anything in Charleston County, Moncks Corner, Berkeley, Dorchester, pretty much all of the Tri-County area. And he told me that you guys buy single family houses, anything residential for the most part, multifamily townhomes. But you guys haven't really gotten to the commercial side of things. And so I had more questions regarding your exit strategy because I want to bring deals to you guys and I want to make sure it's something that you guys would buy. So are y'all more into fixing and flipping or buying wholes?
So we do a blend of that. So we have we started keeping rentals in the last probably 6 months or so. So we've already got about 6 up and running. But I don't know. Have you read anything about like the BRRRR strategy?
Yes, I have. I'm familiar.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we're doing. So when we're buying them, we're still looking for the fixer-upper house, and then we can implement that, right? So we can force the value up, and then we get renters in there and pull our money back out.
Yeah.
So we do a blend of the two. It just kind of depends on where the place is, and then also kind of what the numbers look like and what our numbers are for like at the time is how we kind of decide.
Gotcha.
The exit strategy on it.
Okay. Now, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and we're like he hit on all the right areas. We try to stay. Probably the furthest out we want to go is like Somerville, maybe Ridgeville, if it made sense. But and like Moncks Corner in that area, but we don't really mess with like St. George or St. Stephen's or any of that kind of more rural stuff.
Exactly. Okay. Got it. And then as far as like when we talk about rehab, I know some people got a preference as far as what they'll touch. So some people say they'll touch a gut, some people say they won't. You know, some people say they're only willing to put 10 grand in, that kind of thing. So do y'all have criteria as far as like rehab is concerned, like what you guys are willing to touch, what you're not?
We'll pretty much do anything. We've done, you know, your $10,000 like paint and light touch up kind of renovation.
So like a lipstick.
Then, you know, we just. Oh yeah, exactly. But we just finished one over in West Ashley where we basically rebuilt the whole house. I mean, it was a $150,000 renovation job.
Wow.
So it had a crazy amount of termite damage and stuff. So we've got the right people and kind of resources to handle either one.
Gotcha.
The one place I would say we haven't really done much is like any of the historic downtown stuff.
Yeah.
We've kind of avoided that. You know, if it's over in like Wagner Terrace or something, or it's like built in the 1900s, then we probably would do it. But if it's like a 1800s house where you're having to like keep a bunch of the old stuff, we probably would pass on that. You know?
Right. Because there's a lot of stipulations with that, and they tell you what you can and can't do, and you know you gotta preserve this, and you can't get rid of this. So it is a lot of stipulations and a lot of hoops you have to jump through with the historical stuff. So I feel you on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I don't know. There's people that are really good at it and do a lot of it.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel like learning all that stuff right now.
Exactly. You want to stick with what you know, and whatever comes, easy and natural, you're open to. I completely understand. So that, kind of helps me a bit. Do y'all have like, when we talk about like zip codes, so some areas are better than others as far as crime rate and stuff like that. So do you have any zip codes you just say, if you send me anything in here, you could just forget about me even looking at it?
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, we'll pretty much go anywhere. I mean, we've got like how familiar are you with the, I guess, like North Charleston area?
Not as familiar as I am with Columbia, because that's where I normally am. But my husband, he's more of the geographer person. I can't even say it, but he knows the lay of the land much better than I do.
Yeah. So I mean, we've done work or have rentals in like a lot of the areas. I mean, you're kind of the crime, the areas where there's some more crime, but in the Charleston area are like areas that are turning over. So I mean, we're open to that because we know that if we can get in now and get a nice, like do a nice renovation, we could either flip it for a good price or we've mostly been keeping rentals in those areas.
Got it.
And doing like, we got some regular renters, or we are talking to some Section 8 renters and stuff like that for a couple of places right now as well.
Wow,
so
okay.
We're open to, whatever fits and whatever works. But yeah, we're not too scared of any areas, at least that I found to date.
Gotcha. Now, do y'all have any rentals in Berkeley County right now? Section 8 approved? Because I have somebody that's looking in the area and she has a Section 8 voucher.
Hold on one second. I can never remember if this one is in Berkeley. We have one that's listed. It's in Ladson.
Okay.
I can tell you it's Berkeley right now. So it is Berkeley County.
Okay.
It's a bigger house though, so it's like a 4-bedroom.
That's perfect.
House.
Yes. And then, so you would.
So we're looking.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, we have it. So we have got a property manager too, but we've got it listed for rent right now for $2,200.
Okay. And then, are you accepting vouchers on that?
We hadn't set it up yet, but our property manager is in process of working on setting one up. We have it in North Charleston, so she knows how to do it.
Got it.
And it's still up for
Talking about the one in
No,
North
I
Charleston.
The one in North Charleston is still for rent, and this one in Ladson as well, and they're both
Okay.
4-bedroom, 2-bathroom houses.
Okay, could you do me a favor okay, so how long, because I know a little bit about the process of getting approved, and I'm also in touch with the guy in Richland County, but I don't know, I'm not familiar with the one in Charleston, but I know a little bit about the process. And so, like I said, she has a voucher. She's looking for something immediately. That 4-bedroom, 2-bath is perfect for her. It's just a matter of figuring out, like, what are you guys' timeline as far as like getting approved as a Section 8 landlord.
I would have to probably get you to call or get your friend to call our property manager, because I don't really mess with that. We just let her in. That's what we pay her for,
Exactly right. Right. Okay, well that'll be good. So what's the contact information?
What's our property manager's name?
Yeah, her contact information, and I'll tell her to reach out to her, and then hopefully y'all can get something situated, because y'all are in her area and that's where she is now. And so that'll be very helpful if you guys have something that meets her criteria and that she could get in.
Yeah. So her name is Jessie.
Okay.
And her phone number is 843
Mm-hmm.
518
Mm-hmm.
1719.
Okay. All right.
And the North Charleston house is if you just tell her it's the Niagara Street one.
Okay. Niagara
And then
Street.
and the Ladson one is the Kent Circle house, and she would know what you were talking about.
Awesome. Okay. So I'll pass this information on to the lady that I'm speaking about, and then I'll give her those, points to tell her like the street names and stuff. And then, I'll let them handle it for there and then see what comes about.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're on Zillow, so like it's 106 Kent Circle. I mean, she can see what it looks like.
Awesome. And then what's the one for Niagara?
It is 4006 Niagara.
4,006.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'll find the Zillow links for her and send them to her. And then, if she decides she's interested, I'll let her know to go ahead and reach out to Jessie and get more information.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
All righty. I appreciate you. This call was very profitable.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, if you don't mind, could you text me to this number? Just text me your name and everything, and if you have like a company name, just so I can save it in my phone.
Absolutely. And so what I'm going to do, this is my business line. So I'm going to text you from another number, and that's my cell. And I'll send you my business card and everything through that. Because I would love to, work with you guys, because what I'm doing, I offer like placement assistance for a lot of people in the South Carolina area. And so what I'm trying to do is expand my network and network with more real estate investors who, are landlords and have properties for rent, especially Section 8, because a lot of people have vouchers. They just don't know how to find the properties, or it's not a lot of access to properties. And so when you say you're looking to do Section 8 and you're, open to the lower end areas, with the crime rate is not the best, that, got my interest immediately. So I would love to, network with you guys and really, help some people out with, getting them housed and things of that nature.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've got another one that should be near that Niagara house that should be ready in the next couple of weeks, and then we've got another one. Yeah, we've got a few more coming that would fit that mold. So
awesome.
You definitely stay in touch.
I would do that. And so what I have, because I have a running wait list at this point for rental properties. So what I'm going to do is go over that list, and I'm just going to send everybody to Jessie who, wants to buy in that area and has a voucher. And then we'll go from there. So hopefully I can help you get them full pretty fast.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be great.
All right.
We can finish off the first
stress. Absolutely. And it's the best way to do it with Section 8, because you get market rent off the rip. So that's definitely a smart play. Yeah. So, okay, Sean, I appreciate you. Like, this has been great. And I look forward to like really just, changing lives and doing business with you.
Yeah, the call.
No
All right.
problem. Have a good one.
All right, thanks. Have a good day.
All right, bye. Y'all, that was real good right there. That was real. I still got my faithful 2 hanging in. I appreciate y'all. So I just helped somebody. Hopefully hopefully it works out on her end. I may have to do a little bit more footwork, but when I tell you I got all the kind of stuff going on, I got all kind of stuff. So remember when I did the door openers presentation for you guys? I'm trying to find y'all because I feel like all of y'all is on Facebook. The 2 people is on Facebook. So I did the I thought I had one open right here, but I don't. Oh yes, I do. So I had put myself out there to help people find housing in South Carolina. And so it's a lot of people who, find themselves in situations where they're trying to transition from one property to a next, but they have to stay with somebody or something. And so, with COVID opened up, the ability for a lot of people to get vouchers, emergency vouchers, in that kind of situation where they're pretty much facing homelessness. And so, they'll get them approved for a voucher. And so, I was looking at purchasing a property, and I was told about another access strategy to use, or another rental strategy to be able to house people in the property and get the cash flow that I was looking for. And so it birthed it into a co-living situation. So I will show you guys the flyer. So, cause y'all probably like, what is Mashika talking about? So let me show y'all the flyer. Hold on. Here it is. All right, let me share my screen. Yeah, if y'all don't know my now, I just do it all. I do it all. Like, I'm just value add. It's just me. All right. Here it is. Door Openers LLC, making them possible one day at a time. So I made this flyer. I put it out there, and I'm talking about so many people had hit me up. And one girl, she hit me up in particular. She's like, I just really hope this is not a scam because I need it. And so I made a door possibility, right? And so the opportunity was basically a co-living situation between single moms who have children. And the house was in Elgin, super, super big, like over 2,000 square feet. And you could literally house 2 families in here, like single moms and their kids in there, comfortably. So the bedrooms were really big, so they could literally put 2 sets of bunk beds and have 4 children in one room, and each mother could have their own room. And then the master bedroom, she could have, it was a big old closet, so she could put a baby in the closet or a little one in the closet, like a little toddler bed, and then put a crib in there too. So literally somebody with like 4 kids could, have those 2 rooms and still be comfortable. I mean, they had dining room, living room. It was 2-story, big backyard. And so I was like, okay, let's see, who we can get to agree to it. So I didn't have a lot of people open to the co-living situation, but like one lady, and everybody else was like, hey, do you have something for rent? Do you have something for rent? And I'm like, no. And so I was like, okay, opportunity. How do I connect people with landlords, wasn't even looking to make any money off of it. But the Lord said, you know what, Mashika, be a property manager, and is have a concentration in Section 8, and you could charge the landlords to bring people to them. And so, but in order to be a property manager in South Carolina, you have to have a license to do it. And so there's money involved and all that, which I'm not opposed to, but I just can't do it right now. So right now, I'm just going to do it for free, build my network. And then, once I get my license and stuff, start charging people a fee to house people and stuff. And so this is what came out of it. And it's kind of birthed into something way more, as far as just housing people. And it's like a lot of people out there that need stuff immediately, at least by the end. They don't even know where they're about to go, in situations, maybe, breaking up with their husband or their boyfriend, and they got to get out, in a terrible housing situation, whatever the case may be. So that's kind of what happened with that. So that's a true story. Like, I really do have a lady who reached out to me, and she's looking for a property in that area, and she has a voucher, and I have 3 other people that I was supposed to be helping, but it didn't work out that way because I didn't have the contact. So I was so excited when he said that, because it's like, yo, let's get this done. You know, she's been waiting on me for like since earlier the beginning of this year, like January, but I had COVID, so that helped. That hurt me a little bit, and I couldn't do what I needed to do. But you know, with me getting back into marketing and talking to landlords and stuff, I'm able to you know, build that network as I reach out to buy property or sell property. And so that's why it's imperative when you talk to buyers and stuff to get in their business and know what they're trying to do, because ultimately you should be trying to build a relationship with them so that you guys can help each other accomplish their goals. So you see how he perked up when I said, yes, I could probably get these pretty full for you pretty fast. And he was open to collaborating and working together. He even asked me for my business card and all that. So, you know, it's all about, you know, how you position yourself in front of people, which will determine how far you can actually go in real estate. So, y'all, so be confident, know what you're trying to do, you know, be curious, and don't beat yourself up about curiosity, and know that it's never a dumb question or any of that stuff. So definitely reach out to people and talk to them and have conversations, quality conversations. Don't be just on about a line and they ain't feeding you nothing. You know, you ain't getting no value from it, because I've been there, done that, and having conversations hours a week, but we ain't doing no deals, we ain't helping people, we ain't doing nothing. So I had to, you know, do a little mindset shift and say, you know what, Michelle, your time is valuable, so we're going to act like it, okay? So that was that. And I need to get his website up, because I keep sending these people the business card with the with the website address on there, and then lo and behold, somebody go try to find my website and it's non-existent. So I'm gonna have to work on that. But yeah, so it's been good. Anybody got any value? My 2 viewers, I hope y'all just ain't got me on the TV and y'all just doing what y'all do, and I'm looking for y'all and y'all go. So did anybody get any value? I've been on here for 2 hours, you know, and that was 2 hours well spent. Still waiting to hear from Jeff about this other deal in Bluffton to see if I can bring a buyer to him. And then we'll go from there. And so I ain't tell him I had a buyer. I just said, hey, you still need a buyer? And then as we get on the phone, I'll let him know, because I was about to go into it, but he stopped me because he was busy. And so I'll let him know the truth. I don't got no buyer, but I'm currently looking for one myself. And Andrea, girl, here you come. You always be in the back, and I be like, I was gonna talk so much of mess when I first got on. I'm like, where Andrea? She said you gonna be here. But here you go, my trusted true Andrea. Yes. So like I was saying, I'm gonna be honest with him and let him know, like, look, I got myself in a situation and I'm trying to find a buyer, so I can ask, you know, as I do my thing and finding a buyer, and then I would, you know, put on a word, and if I find something, then hey, you know, I can let you know what's up and see what he says. But it's all good, and I just encourage y'all to be honest with people. Like, don't lie. Don't boost yourself up higher than where you actually are. You know, be honest, because people, when you're being honest with people, then you go so much farther, because you speak to their inner human being. Well, you know, she is new. Well, you know, she's never sold a house before and stuff. You know, everybody got to start somewhere. That's what I start thinking. Everybody got to start somewhere. You know, maybe I should give her a try. You know, maybe I should be the first one to give her opportunity. You know, all that good stuff. So be honest. You ain't got to make it seem like you doing this, that, and the third, and you've been doing this for a while. It's not that serious. You know, people just want to know that they're done right, that you're going to keep it real, you're going to tell the truth, and you're going to treat them well. That's all they care about. Not your accolades, where you been, your experience, none of that stuff. If you get the job done, you get the job done right, and their dignity and their dignity, and they feel respected, and their dignity is intact and they feel respected, That's all that matters. You can't go wrong with that. And that's how you get referrals, where they tell people about such a good job that you did, such a good person that you are. And then in turn, God sends more blessings your way with more deals. So keep that in mind when y'all talk to these sellers and y'all do different things. Okay. So don't know what I'm going to do about this evening. I'm supposed to be going to the meetup, but if it's in Mid-Hill, I don't think I'm going. It's raining and everything. So if it's in Mid-Hill, I don't think I'm going. But if it's in Charlotte, I'm going to go. And so by 5, really, in the next couple hour or two, I should be able to let y'all know. And then if we go live, then we go live and I'll call on sellers. Or if y'all have some leads that y'all don't know really what to do with, as far as like y'all talk to them and say, yes, I want to see you, but not right now, or something like that, then I would love to have a conversation with them. But it may be too late. So I need people in different time zones. Because, Andrea, what time zone is Indiana on? Because if y'all in different time zones, then I can still make phone calls at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. And it won't be disturbing nobody because it's, daytime still on their end of the globe. Eastern Standard? Okay. I got to get some more people and because who is that? I think Jessica. She's in Texas. So I need some more Texas people, some Cali people, some, Arizona people. I just need everybody on that side of the world so we can do some calls at 7 p.m. All right, so I'll let you guys know if I'm coming on live tonight, this evening. If not, here it is. This the value. So I still have my commitment. It's here, and I hope it helped somebody. And Andrea, since you're talking to me, give me a takeaway. What did you take away from today? This good old 2-hour session. And I feel like it went great. Adrian, she had something, pretty much just a lead there. Then I was able to find, my girl somewhere to stay, so hopefully that pans out well. And then I was able to have, meet somebody who's into commercial. So I was able to secure at least one commercial buyer with Elliot. And I still got to call Jonathan that Matthew told me about. And so I feel like we did well today. It's just a matter of keeping on until we get the deal sold. And don't stop there, but keep on building out my commercial buyers list so I'm never in this position ever again. Okay? Andrea, don't get quiet on me right now. Tell me something that you learned or something that you like that I did or something that was like, oh, wow, that's cool right there. Tell me, give me one thing. And then my other viewer, don't act like I don't know you here. I know you here because I see you. It say 2 viewers. So Andrea here and then somebody else is here. So let me know what you took away as well. Yes, Andrea. That's the best takeaway you could ever take away. Okay. If you ain't learned nothing else, just hang on that. Chew on that for a while till you get it in system. Because that's so important. So yes. So the main thing, as far as just a decision to make when it comes to lying, if they say, do I have proof of funds? If you don't have proof of funds, don't tell them that you do. What you do is go find proof of funds from somebody or partner up with somebody who they got money or is an investor. And then come back and say, for the next person, you say, yes, I do have proof of funds. Right? So anytime you in a situation where you feel like you got to lie, go figure out how to go get the truth. And what that means is, like I said, you don't got proof of funds, tell them no at that time. But you go find proof of funds and, be able to tell that next seller yes. Don't get in the habit of, telling somebody no all the time when they ask you a question. Go figure out how you could give them a yes. Does that make sense? So with proof of funds, you got investors, who have proof of funds. I don't have it. And proof of funds is simply like a letter saying that you approved to buy something. You may get it from your lender, like a bank or somewhere. You can go to hard money lenders. So that's what I want y'all to do. Okay, that's homework for the rest of the day. All right, so until I see y'all tomorrow at 7 o'clock, that's what I want you to do. I want you to call hard money lenders in your area. I'm going to show you how to do the Google search, okay? I'm going to even show you how it's done. I'm going to call one person. Let me share my screen. Because again, I'm getting in the habit of not just telling y'all to do something, but to show y'all how to do it and do it myself. All right, so we got this one. They say they're a mortgage lender. Right here. Boom. You see that? Fix and flip loans, hard money lenders. Okay. Got lend one. So if it says something like a private money lender, private money, hard money, that kind of stuff. If they say like rehab, like fix and flips, no, if they're talking like that investor language, do you want to call them? If it says something like a mortgage, you don't really want to call them because they just do like traditional stuff. But I'm about to call this first one and see if I can get them to send me a proof of funds. Watch this, y'all.
Thank you for calling the loan department at Bridgewell Capital. For residential, non-owner occupied investment loans, please press 1. For residential, please hold while I try that extension.
That's right, Andrew. Keep doing that. Who you got proof of funds from? Tell me. Oh, it was a question. Yes, you can call the people back. You can, but just treat it like a normal cold call, like you never called them before, because they don't know if it was you or not. So just they talk to so many people, so just call them back. That's regular. And then if they pop that question up again, you say yes. But let me end this call because they're not answering the phone. So what you do, Andrea? Great question. Thanks for asking me that. So Andrea said, do I call the ones I said, no, I don't have proof of funds back when I finally get proof of funds? So I would say yes. But you treat them like a normal cold call. So you call them back like, hey, I'm trying to figure out if you're interested in selling your home, right? Don't say it like that. You know how to say it. But call them back. They say, hey, I'm not dealing with nobody unless you got proof of funds. I say, okay, cool. I do have proof of funds. I do. But I would like to know why, in order to even have a conversation with you, I have to give you proof of funds, because this conversation could go one or two ways. You sell me your home or you don't. And so I don't want to waste my time by just sharing all my bank account information or my approval information to anybody who asks, and then this conversation never goes anywhere. So can we at least take the time to figure out if we're even a good fit and see what they say? Because if they still don't want to talk, then I don't really want to waste my time with nobody who just hollers, proof of funds, proof of funds. No. I done sent proof of funds to too many people, and it does not result in a deal. So the real question is, why do you want proof of funds? Why is that an objection for you? Oh, proof of funds, obstacle. Why? Why do you want proof of funds? Well, I've been, scammed by these people that call themselves wholesalers. They lock my property up on a contract and they don't perform. Well, sir, I'm sorry that you went through that, but I don't want to be that person, and I'm not comfortable with you bringing the past into our present. I like to live in the present and not the past. I like to use wisdom, but I don't want you to look at me in that eye. I want you to give me a fair shot here. So if proof of funds is what you need in order to be comfortable, I have no problem with, giving that to you when we're getting to the phase of a contract. But if we're not talking contract and getting out of paperwork, I don't feel the need to send you proof of funds, because it wasn't time well spent in order for me to feel justified enough to give you proof of funds. Now, if you don't want to have a conversation with me until I send you proof of funds, then that's your prerogative. But I'm going to let you know right now that I may be a person that will be willing to buy your property. I want to buy it, But if proof of funds is going to stop us from, doing business together, then I'm sorry to hear that. Because I would love to buy your property and help you out in your situation that you are in. But, I don't want to be bullied and give you, my money, showing you my money. And you really ain't serious about selling this property. So the real question is, how have you been, hurt or disrespected or let down or disappointed in the past? And let me see if I can make a commitment to you to not do that to you as well. That's the real conversation, Andrea, when they ask for proof of funds. Okay? So it's not about they want to see if you can buy the property or not. It's about somebody told them they would buy the property and they didn't. They came back and canceled the contract on them. Does that make sense, Andrea? I know you ain't catch all that. And if you did, I'm amazed. So just go back. When the replay is posted, go back to the 2-hour mark. Just fast forward to the 2-hour mark and take notes. Because that was a lot. So, but does that make sense? You know, like I think I was talking to Terry. I was like, Terry, you know, you have to dig with these people in the conversation because they may be saying no to something, you know, but it doesn't mean no. It just means not right now. I think Nori posted that in the group. But you have to understand why isn't it not today instead of like later down the road. Good, Andrea, good. Because I know I'll be just so be like Andrea, y'all. Please watch these replays because I know I give a lot of information. And it may be something that go over your head one day. But then it makes sense the next day because we've been with each other for quite some time now and y'all are actually marketing and doing things. So go back and watch the replays. So like I was saying, you know, I used the example of like being married, right? You with your husband and stuff. Y'all get into an argument over shoes being on the floor. Shoes? That ain't the real issue, the shoes being on the floor. The real issue is that you've been picking up after your husband all week long. That's the issue. And so you're trying to figure out why he just can't clean up behind himself. You know, why you steady picking up behind him. That's the real issue, right? Same thing with sellers. I'm not interested in selling my house. Why, ma'am? You in pre-foreclosure? The taxes on the property been behind for 3 years. So could you please let me know? What you mean you're not interested? What? You know, I would like to help you. I would like to also help you in the process of put money in your pocket. Why are you saying no to money? Why are you saying no to your problem being solved? And so you have to dig and ask the right questions to get that true, real answer. Because the no, that's surface. The shoes are surface. But that I'm tired of him not cleaning up behind himself and that I'm tired of being, you know, getting my emotions up just to be disappointed because somebody didn't honor their commitment to me by buying my property. That's the real answer. So as we go on and y'all bring leads for me to talk to and I cold call live and stuff like that, you'll get to see that. And so I encourage you to know that every conversation is not the same. You know, every conversation is different. Why? Because, what is it? There we go. Every conversation is different because every seller is different and every situation is different. They may have the similar underlining pain points like taxes behind, pre-foreclosure and stuff. But as far as the way you handle it, it may be different because you may handle one pre-foreclosure that you call them, they're ready to go. You know, they done packed 3 months ago. They just waiting on the right place to come through and make them the right offer. But then you might have somebody else that's been going through and this ain't the first time they've been in this situation. They keep trying to figure out why. And you might have to help them save their home or whatnot versus buying it. So everybody's in different situations. So you really have to just, you know, the more you talk to people, the more you have these conversations, the more fluent you'll be able to be when it comes to navigating a conversation, understanding the true pain points and figuring out how you best can assist them. Because just giving an offer, just, you know, throwing out a number, sending them a contract, that's not enough for some people. A lot of people, it's not enough. You know, so that's why I tell you, I don't give offers on the first call for what? And it might not be to the third or fourth call before I give an offer. Why? Because the offer is not the right answer or solution for everybody. They may just need a resource. Like, help me with some mortgage assistance or something like that. Because they really don't want to sell their house. This is their primary residence. This is where they raised all their kids at. And they just going to give it up to some investor they don't even know? No. And so you have to have the heart to say, okay, you know what? I want to be value add first. You know, it's not about me buying a house. It's about me helping you because it's what I called you to do. Help you. You know, offer some kind of solution to you. That's why it's important to find people with problems to solve. Because you are the solution provider. You are the solution specialist. You are the solution queen or king. And so with that, you have to find people that need your solution because they have problems. Everybody got problems. It's just a matter of knowing how to solve them. And if you don't, knowing how to refer them to the people who do. All right. So I'm going to leave y'all on that note. It's lunchtime. I think I got hungry from all that calling. And then I'll let you know. So y'all look for it in the Facebook group on whether or not I'm going to go live again this evening. And then y'all got double today. So I guess I'm making up for this past week going to Alabama. And y'all didn't get no live on Thursday or Friday. So y'all better enjoy this value while you got it. All right, y'all. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I may or may not see y'all later. And if I don't, y'all have a great day.